This is Phlecia from Year of October, and you're listening to Loudini's Rock and Roll Circus.
Hi, this is Josh from Year of October, and you're listening to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. I got another great interview for you guys today with a band called Year of October. Really a great new record that they've got out right now, and I'm really excited about it. Can't wait to meet the guys and talk to them. First, let me get started here with thanking our sponsors. The Loudini Rock and Roll Circus is sponsored by MTS Management Group, more than just an artist management company, a bona fide rock star in the music industry, specializing in full-service artist management, publicity, and promotion, and social media campaigns. MTS Management is on the cutting edge of today's new music. Also like to thank Positively Pittsburgh Live magazine. That's pplmag.com. And this is Pittsburgh's first internet, radio, TV, online community magazine, and business directory. You can check them out at pplmag.com. And like I said, you are listening to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus, and you can, if you love the artists that we feature here, if you like great guitar-driven rock, please visit our website and support us at LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com. Loudini, like Houdini, except Lou. Dini. Okay, as I said, we have the band Year of October on the phone with us today. We've got Phlecia and Josh. These guys are a rock band from Nashville, Tennessee. Now, Nashville's usually associated with country music, but there's if you're a listener of my radio show, you know that we have been playing some bands from Nashville, and no, it's not just country down there. They can rock too. So, Phlecia and Josh, welcome to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, so how did the band get started?
Well, Josh and I, we both went to school at the University of Kentucky, and we actually started dating while we were going to school there, and we were together about a year, and we knew that both of us played music and had played music separately, but we were together about a year before we started actually playing music together. And so when we started, it was kind of acoustic stuff with me and Josh doing it and writing all the stuff, but we always knew we wanted to like have our music that we'd written played in a full band instance.
So you guys started playing. You guys were met and started playing together. How did you go from acoustic to electric?
Well, we had written a lot of music, just me and him, and we had a couple friends up in Kentucky where we started out, and we wanted our stuff to be played in electric form, and so we kind of brought them in, and we just kind of ran with it that way because we already had all our songs we've written. I think Josh wants to say something about this, too.
Yeah, we'd written the music originally definitely for a full band, and we'd been, we've been playing an acoustic for a while, but the original intention was always to be definitely rock and roll and a full group.
So did you guys start writing like right away, or did you start out like playing covers, or how did that start?
We played a couple covers, but we started writing pretty quickly, just because we didn't want to play any shows where we were just labeled as like a cover group or a cover band. Mm-hmm. And so we started writing pretty quick. We probably played 4 or 5 covers first, and then started writing our own original music.
What inspires you to write? What gets you in the mood, or what kind of makes the spark there to say, I want to write a song?
Well, it's really a lot of different things, but I think that Josh and I are really into stories. We're really into movies and books. We read all the time. We watch movies all the time, more than we should. And I think a lot of stories in those and like plot lines and storylines will ignite something in us. And we'll see something, and like from something little in a story or in a movie, we'll come up with this whole completely different song. And I think a lot of times that is what inspires us.
Tell me a song that was inspired, one of your songs that was inspired by a movie, and what movie?
The song Gone, inspired by, it's a book and a movie. Book first, but it's Gone, Baby Gone. The Ben Affleck directed his brother started a film about a little girl that gets kidnapped, and me and Phlecia both read the book and saw the movie, and I don't know, it just inspired us to write a song about it. It's not directly, from it, but it's definitely inspiration for that song. And the song's titled "Gone" anyway. But
cool.
it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we listen to a ton of music too, and just a lot of great artists, inspire us as well, and
well, so what are some of your influences, musical influences, Josh? You're a guitarist, right?
yeah, yes sir.
Yeah, okay, so what are some of your influences?
Yeah, my favorite band is probably Led Zeppelin. So definitely Led Zeppelin, Beatles. I like Jack White a lot. Black Keys, Alabama Shakes are great. Yeah, Rocco DeLuca. And I like as a guitar player. I started off playing bass actually, and started playing guitar out of necessity for the band. That's a whole other story. But for me, I think the most inspirational artist comes from not just guitar playing, but from like the song itself, and it's I think like combining like songwriting with good playing is definitely stuff that inspires me.
What about you, Phlecia? What are some of your influences?
I really love Nora Jones, which I feel like she's kind of going across the gambit right now and really going from her like bluesy style and then doing different things with Jack White, and then a lot of her new album was produced by Danger Mouse, and I just feel like she really doesn't limit herself, and I feel like that's kind of what I want to do too. I don't want to limit myself just to one specific type of thing or type of music, and I feel like we do a good job of doing that, of kind of doing different things. But other stuff, I really love Etta James and Aretha Franklin, Patsy Cline, Amy Winehouse, just really strong vocalists.
Now, you guys have different influences from different genres. You're inspired to write music from the different movies and books you've read. So how would you describe Year of October's sound?
I'd say we're like I didn't say like a gothic rock, sound. I think that we both like the darker side of like lyricists. Like even though we're both not dark people, we like I don't know. There's something about the feeling of just a good dark song. But yeah, gritty. But I would say definitely gothic rock, because we're definitely blues influenced, but we're definitely not a blues band. And we have some soul in there, but I think it's definitely all based around good old rock and roll. So
you want to weigh on that, Phlecia?
Yeah, one person at the show told me that we sounded like something that could be played on True Detective. And so I kind of like that sort of like gritty, dark rock. That maybe there's a little bit of a southern influence to it, like soul melodies over the top of that rock music.
Yeah. So how did you come up with the name Year of October? It's an interesting name, unusual.
Yeah, you remember it, so that's always good. When we first started playing, like I said, we were acoustic. It was just me and Josh, and I felt like it would be the stuff that would be played around a campfire. And so I thought about taking that feeling of like the campfire and bringing it year round. And so October is obviously like the best fall month and the time for campfires and everything. And so just taking that feeling of October and bringing it year round. So that's how we got Year of October.
And it sort of has a dark implication, too, which sort of carries on with the idea of the gothic rock and the sort of dark sort of thing. So, yeah, it plays together really nicely with your sound. Now, you guys have 2 records out, and I really like both of them a lot. But let's go ahead. Stories is your first record, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and Golden Days is the new one.
Yeah.
What's the progression between Stories and Golden Days? I mean, were you like thinking, well, we want to make this one a little bit different, or you're like, we're writing these songs, we just want to keep putting out the same kind of, just keep it with the same vibe because that's what we feel.
Well, I think we kind of kept the same vibe. I feel like we went a little bit. We really found our sound more in Golden Days. We realized like that was more what we wanted to do. Stories was kind of just us finding ourselves, I think. And we didn't have a set band at the time when we recorded Stories. We were kind of just bringing in friends, and Josh played drums on a couple of the songs, and so it was just kind of us wanting to get our music out there. And like that was us at the very beginning and us finding ourselves. And then it progressed, and into Golden Days we were like, this is more of who we are. And I think it's kind of growing into Golden Days.
You want to talk about that, Josh, a little bit? You guys want to tell me who's on the record too, who all played on it?
Yeah, on the definitely on Stories, we'd had, I think too, we'd had some of these songs for a little while, and we were kind of with the mindset we need to get a record out, because whether it's there's never a perfect time to record a record. Like we were always like, we got to get this stuff, and I was like, there's not a perfect time for us to do this right now. We just need to get our music out there and play some shows. And with Golden Days, we definitely had a set piece. It was me. Golden Days was me and Phlecia and our drummer Greg on everything, and I played all the guitar tracks and all the bass tracks, and then Greg played all the drum tracks on the entire record. And then on the acoustic stuff on Golden Days, we had our neighbor, who's one of my good friends. He's a fantastic steel guy. His name's Brett Resnick, and he came in and over a day recorded all the steel tracks on a couple songs, and he killed it. So I think on that record we spent a little bit more time on it too, just like making sure everything was exactly where we wanted it, because we've been playing those songs live for 6 to 8 months before we recorded it. So it had a little bit of a different feel. It was a little bit honestly, it was a lot easier to record that one just because we played them live. With Stories, some of the songs we never played with a full band, so I was in the studio having to come up with how do we make this into a song and not just an idea.
Yeah.
But it was a good process. Both of them are a very good process. We're actually recording a third record right now, and we should hopefully have it out either winter of this year or spring of 2017. And we've got about 7 songs done for it, and we're working on finishing it up. But it's definitely a different process on this one too, because trying to coordinate nearly everything, get live takes on a lot of stuff, and we have a different drummer now. We got Cody who's playing with us, and we got our buddy Phil who's playing bass with us. So it's kind of a different process with this one, and it's going really well so far.
Now, where did you record Golden Days?
Golden Days, we were renting a house down here. We own our own house now here, and but while at the time we were recording, we were renting, and we had a little music room, and we recorded everything in there.
It sounds really good, and there's more and more people doing that. You can get, if you have a good ear, and which you obviously do, Josh and Phlecia, you guys can really what music is supposed to sound like. You can take, with the equipment today, you can make a really great sounding record, and congratulations, it sounds really good. And I'm really excited. So you got a new record coming, which I wasn't aware of, so that's really cool. I can't wait to hear it. We're talking about the record, we're talking about the song. What can folks expect from a Year of October live performance?
Well, that's definitely something that we've been doing for a while now, and we love performing live. We play as often as we can, and the big thing about our live performance is we want to do a accurate representation of our music on the record, but also maybe step it up a little bit and have some maybe a little songs are a little bit longer, and we want to bring a lot of intensity to that live performance, and also have like a tightness that I appreciate from live bands, and also I want it to sound better than the record, to be honest. So that's what we go for. Phlecia One System.
You also expect a lot of corny jokes from me.
This is true.
Not so good at the talking thing.
No, she does well.
Well, I did watch a couple of videos on YouTube, so I got a little taste of it there. But sometimes you guys, now some of the videos I saw was three-piece. You guys with a drummer, but you are working with a bass player now.
Yeah, we've recently brought a bass player in.
Awesome.
Yeah, we have a bass player now. He's only played with us a couple shows now, but he should be sticking around.
Great, because it fills out the sound. I mean, that's tough. I mean, I that guitar and drums with the vocals. I mean, you know, it's just tough to fill up all those spaces sometimes. So that's cool that you guys can get somebody into the play some bass.
There are a few songs that we hadn't been playing as much because we felt like it needed a little fuller sound.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're really glad that we have the bassist with us because we get to play those songs again. So
cool. So you guys are working on a new record. Are you guys on the road? Are you touring a lot? And how can people catch up with you and find out what's going on?
We tour on the weekends a little bit. We get out of town on the weekends because we're all still working full-time jobs to support it. We usually will play in Nashville during the week and try to get out of town on the weekends. But keep up with our schedule, you can look at yearofoctober.com, and that should have an updated list of everything on there.
So you guys play in Nashville. Is Nashville open to? Because I don't know, and I'm just and a lot of people in the music business, a lot of people who like music don't realize this. Is Nashville like open to these sort of like alternative sort of things that get away from the quote unquote what we normally think of as the Nashville sound? I mean, how does that go for you guys down there?
Oh, they like it a lot.
Okay.
We have a lot of friends that play in rock bands down here, and what's cool about Nashville is there are so many different bands that have such different sounds. Like, it's not really just country anymore. And I really like that you can go out and experience all different types of music just down the street from where you live. So it's pretty cool.
And I was going to say, too, when we play in Nashville, we don't really play on the main strip there just because that's all country. But on the outskirts of downtown, it's all kinds of music. I mean, the other night we ended up at a rap show that was full of people. So they literally have about every different type of scene here, and there's definitely a niche for everybody, I think.
Is there anything you guys? Well, we're going to come back after I do thank the sponsors again, and we're going to do a little we're going to do a bonus question that won't go on the regular interview. But before we wrap that up, is there anything you guys like to add before we close out of here?
Well, just thanks for having us, and definitely, thank you, and definitely keep in touch with us on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. Feel free to Instagram. Yeah, feel free to send us a message on there.
Check out our merch.
Yeah, check out our our last record, Golden Days, we did put out on vinyl. So definitely any vinyl collectors out there, right now we have it for $10 on Bandcamp. So definitely pretty cool. But if anything, just send us a message and say hi, and we love to hear from people. So.
And the website is yearofoctober.com, correct?
That's correct.
All right, Phlecia and Josh, stick around for a second. We're gonna wrap this up for the main audience here, and then we're gonna come back and do some bonus stuff.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey guys, you've been listening to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus with Phlecia and Josh of Year of October. Their new record, or their latest record, they're working on a new one, but their latest record is Golden Days, and you can check that out by just going to their website, yearofoctober.com. I'd like to thank one more time our sponsors, MTS Management Group, that is mtsmanagementgroup.com, and Positively Pittsburgh Live Magazine, that's pplmag.com. And please check out the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus online. If you like great rock, believe me, rock is not dead. We prove it every single week here on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. It is there. So go to LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com. New interview comes out every Wednesday, and a new music cast every Saturday. So check that out. That's LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com. And once again, please check out Year of October at their website, yearofoctober.com, and check out their records and buy any merch they have because they're awesome. All right, guys, thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time on the next podcast.